I feel like this is probably the hottest I've been on my birthday. So I'm gonna get my hair done. Chazzy's dropping me off at my appointment. We are here. I have actually never been here before. Miss Dee, who normally does my hair, she's in New York right now and she's not getting back until next month. So I had to book. I tried to book with her recommendation, but he was booked. So I think we'll be fine. But I mean, my hair is short, so there's only so much you can fuck up. So we'll see. Okay, so the salon's pretty nice. It's like a salon full of people. But we're on our way out now. I'm gonna show my hair. Give me a second. So honest review, I miss Miss Dee. I definitely want her to do my hair when she gets back, but I feel like she did a good, okay job. I just like my original person that does my hair normally. I do not feel like her price point matched my service, but you know, I make anything look good. So I need to get a little clicker so that it's just easier for me to start and stop. So I'm waiting for it to, I'm waiting for it to focus on me. I can't tell. Okay, so I am actually remaking this video because I have recorded it a couple times, but really don't feel like re-recording it. I mean, don't feel like editing it how it needs to be edited. So I'm gonna re-record it and then just break down my video in points. That way it's just not complicated for me. So this video is on my not great hair experience. I even feel bad saying bad. That's how much of an empath I am. That's how much of an understanding person I am. I don't even like calling people out on clearly bad experiences. So I'm gonna give you guys the backstory. I'm gonna show you the first video I took when I literally just walked out and got it done, and then I'm gonna continue with this video. So here we go. I went to this new hairstylist yesterday because my hairstylist is in New York and she decided to take time off to be with her daughter in New York, or her family in New York, a friend, somebody, for a month. And she gave us a referral, all her clients a referral, and she actually took all of us. She did the damn thing. She took a good chunk of us before she did, but she told us this is who you need to go to for your hair appointment while I'm gone. I went to book with that person. They were booked. So I'm like, okay, I need to go to, and I'm assuming it's because they have their clients and my lady's clients. So I'm like, okay, let me go to the next best rated person on Stylists. That's what I used to find someone, because you could see their work and stuff. So I'm over asking Instagram because Instagram's traumatizing. So I go on Stylists, which is equally as traumatizing, but I haven't had to deal with it because I have had the same woman for months. So I go on Stylists and I find someone who has done a cut like the one that I have. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'm in the clear. So I schedule with the person, and I don't remember the price being the same as what I was told in person, but either way, I'm not jazzed because I paid more for a service that I normally pay $30 less for, or something like that, because I don't have hair. So essentially it was a wash, blow dry, flat iron. I don't have much hair to flat iron, so when I had hair, when my hair's here, I was paying roughly $80 for that. So that's what I was pretty much quoted yesterday, 75 bucks, 75 bucks. So that already didn't sit well with me, because those are prices for people with hair, not people with pixie cuts. And those are also prices for people with pixie cuts who are getting a relaxer, a trim, something like that. I was just getting a wash, blow dry style. So I have no idea where that price came from, but that's neither here nor there. So let's check off that. Let's check off that first point. I wasn't too jazzed about having to pay more than what I normally pay my lady. And that point actually wasn't even on here. So let's start with the point that's actually first, which was when I came to my appointment. Prior to getting there, I let her know my ETA. I didn't get a response, which I don't take that kind of stuff personally. But when I got there, she had somebody in her chair, and that doesn't sit well with me, because I feel like now my appointment's late because I'm having to wait, right, for the person that's in your chair. So I'm actually not going to be done when I'm scheduled to be done, and I'm actually expected to wait for you while you do this person's hair, and that's not what I signed up for. You should have told me you were running late. So there was already somebody there. That was the first turn off. Then she kind of made a slight comment like, some stylists just talk, and sometimes it's okay to just have a silent service, which is pretty much what I indicated. I started taking out my headphones. I started indicating everything that pretty much shows anybody that I don't want to talk, and she kind of ignored it. So that's, I feel like, why I feel the way I do too, because a lot of stylists like don't read the room. So she started asking me who I knew, how I knew them. She knows me from somewhere, and I lie. I know exactly who you are. I know who you know. I know who we know. I know our, but I'm not here for that. I'm here to get my hair done. So I'm not going to sit and chop it up about people that I essentially like don't care about, don't frequently talk to, don't follow, don't anything. Like, I'm here for hair. So we could know these people, we could not know these people, but I'm like not here to talk about it. And also, you have somebody else's hair who you're doing, so I don't really talk about it. In that conversation, like, her phone rang and the music stopped, and she was like, man, like, I really hate when people text and call me, like, why are people, and I'm like, ooh, I secretly texted you to let you know my ETA. Is that really how you feel? You know, so I kind of was uncomfortable. But again, like, what are you gonna do? Say anything when you're halfway, like, when you're about to get your hair done? Like, let's be for real, you know. So I didn't say anything. It is what it is. But she kept asking who I knew, and I kept playing stupid, like, I don't know, and then kind of minding my business. Then maybe like 40 minutes into the appointment, she's like, I know where I know you from. I know you from like this particular event. And the event that she knew me from, the two people that she knew me through, like, I literally don't talk to, don't care for, I don't want to say don't like, but like, just don't care for it. So when you mentally get yourself to a place to not give a shit about somebody, you don't really want to be around people who take you back and or are that committed, you know what I mean? So I just kind of felt a type of way. But again, I'm not saying anything. I'm like, oh yeah, I know them, like, you know, trying to keep it cool, trying to keep it nice. I don't fucking know. I don't care. I just want to not be, I just want to get my hair done. Like, it's my birthday. I got shit to do. Like, shit's already running late, you know? So boom, ding, ding, ding. She figures out who I know and whatever. So, but as I'm getting my hair done, it has to be prepped a certain way. So when you get a short haircut, it's high maintenance as fuck. And I understand that. So I only do it, like, I will literally only do my hair if I go to the gym and I have to get in the sauna and it needs to be like retouched. But other than that, I don't put heat in my hair. That's why my hair is hella healthy. I don't put anything fucking in it, and I just chopped it off. So I understand the prep that goes into it. I understand when it's being done halfway, and I understand when it's being done properly. So when you have a pixie cut, you have to put like the setting foam in your hair to set down the hair. So I'm going to show you the back. I'm actually going to show you. This was just done yesterday, okay? You have to put a setting foam in the hair to like lay this down. I'll show you a picture of what my normal lady has my hair looking like when I walk out, and then I'll show you like a video of what I made after I walked out of my hair appointment. Yeah, so honest review, I miss Miss Dee Dee. I definitely want her to do my hair when she gets back. Yesterday, this was just yesterday, so just so you know, this is just like one sleep, and now my hair is like this. Like, I covered it the same way I always do. It just was done pretty poorly. So she puts on this foam. You have to put on this foam, but she puts on the foam. Normally my normal lady, if you go on my big chop video, she like combs it, like she does like art, make sure that like my shit's laid in this bitch. Then she gets these they kind of look like this. She gets these like wraps, and you're supposed to put the wrap on your hair like this and wrap it all the way around, and it's supposed to be fairly tight. Like, it's supposed to be wrapped fairly tight, so the idea is that the back of your head is laid. Now, the back of my head should already be laid because I have what they call a relaxer perm. So that makes the job for the stylist way easier because my hair is not natural. My natural hair is really, really curly and thick. So for a pixie cut, I have to get a relaxer. And I understand that because I understand my hair. Like, I'm educated on my hair, but I also have a hairstylist that's older and wants to educate me. So I know when shit's being done wrong. So she puts a wrap on it, but it's like really loose. So she wasn't really laying anything down at all. So she puts like hella wraps on it. And I don't know, she just thought I didn't know, but like a lot of stylists just gotta learn to read the room. Like, we not finna say nothing. Like, we just finna get on YouTube and talk about our poor experience because it's all we can do. I gotta pay for the service. You did the service. We spent hours here. Like, what else can I do? I left a bad review. You know, not cussing nobody out, just saying the same thing. Everybody deserves me, but just saying the same thing. Like, the experience was just poor. So she's putting, you know, these wraps on very loosely, so I know it's not gonna get laid down. And so I get under the dryer. I'm left under the dryer for a minute. I know how long I should be under the dryer, because when Miss Didi again does my hair, she's one of those stylists that doesn't like put you under the dryer and go off and do someone's head forever, go off and eat, go off, and she's really about her shit. So I was just under the dryer, man, and I hate that shit. Like, I'm not gonna say it again, but I fucking hate that shit. And if I'm paying for a service, bro, have me under this bitch for the 30 or 40 minutes that I need to be under here, and get me on. Like, why am I sitting under this fucking dryer for hella long? So after I get from under the dryer, she's like, she made a comment that was like, you're definitely dry now, or something like that. And it's like, so you poorly prepped my shit, and you knew you kept me under that dryer for hella long. So I'm just irritated, like, just irritated. I sit in her chair, and she starts saying things along the lines of, your hair is so thick, your hair is thick. Like, I know that. Like, I've had the same head of hair my whole life, you know what I mean? So I know my hair's thick, but normally that's a telltale. I've heard that my whole life, so that's a telltale that I need to start watching how they're working. And stylists don't know this. Like, that's a problem. Stylists think they're the only people with knowledge on hair. I've been around for almost 30 years, baby. I know my hair. So when somebody starts telling me it's thick, that means they finna half-ass something. They finna something's finna get cut. Something's finna be done half-ass. And lo and behold, right after she says it, her next client walks in the door. Hey, I'm here, so I'm gonna be right back. So I'm already knowing the clock is on. Like, she, in her head, clock's on. My next client's already here, and I gotta flat iron her hair. So she asked me how I want it styled. I'm just like, just put volume in it, you know. And I'm gonna show you again the video that I walked out of. As she's doing my hair, she stops and asks me for payment halfway through, knowing full well that she half-assed prepped it, knowing full well that my service is overall just like been a half-ass service. She asked me to pay and said, hey, is the card on file the card that you're gonna pay with? I'm like, yeah, the card on file. How Style Seat works is, and I always do this with Miss Didi, is you go to your appointment and it typically charges like an hour after your service on its own. So that's easy for the consumer, because you kind of just walk away and, you know, and it's charged. And if I have money, like, I'll give the cash, and then, like, if it's Miss Didi, she'll just, like, not let the card charge. So halfway through, my hair's not even done. She's asking for money. Can you input your card information? Not no card slot, not no nothing. Asked me to input the card. So I'm irritated, because it's overall just been an irritating, talkative ass, annoying experience. So I enter my card information, and she's not even charging the card. She just stops our appointment, asks for my card information just to not charge it. But I find out that my hair appointment costs about $20 more than what I normally pay. And I didn't want to challenge it, but why are you charging anything near almost $100 for someone with no fucking hair? So it is what it is. Payment halfway through irritated me. I'm finishing my hair up. Oh, I forgot to put one more thing. Because we're going to talk about the quality of conversations in these salon settings. So at the end of my her styling my hair, she puts edge control in my hair, and that's when in my head I just, edge control is supposed to be used if you're like, if you have braids, it's supposed to be used if like you don't have time to properly work through thick hair or lay down hair. Like, it's supposed to be used if you don't have the time to lay down hair, not because you're being lazy, you know. And I feel like she was being fucking lazy and decided to put edge control like on the side of my hair, and the long-term effects of that is that the hair is just gonna get dirty quicker. I don't like to flat iron over edge control. I don't like to do anything with fucking edge control. That's why I don't fucking use edge control. I pay professionals to do my hair bi-weekly so that I don't have to use like products like that. So I feel like overall the service was bad, and the more I talk about it, the happier I am, because I was going to internalize it. But I actually think I need to start making videos like this so that people, I won't name them, but so people can see like, yeah, no, this shit was ass. The quality of conversation. So one thing that's not discussed is just when somebody goes to the salon, you have to like read the room, know if they want to talk about the same things you want to talk about, know if they want to, you know, talk about who. I don't fucking know. When I came in the salon, not only did this individual bring up 2 people that I don't care for, she spoke about one of them ill. So now I know information about someone that I don't care to know about, which that's in my subconscious, you know, like I don't care. 1 and 2, my man was there the whole day. waiting on me hand and foot because it was my 29th fucking birthday. He's in and out the room giving me whatever the fuck I want. So if I'm having a conversation with you and you're telling me how much you hate men and you're never going to get married, mind you, I'm engaged. You hate men, you're never going to get married, da 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 da. That was the quality of the conversation. Now, when I go to Miss Dee Dee's, there's no conversation like that. You know, we talk about nothing. Like Janet Jackson's fucking autobiography. Like, we talk about things that are pretty neutral. But just in case hairstylists don't know, leave your personal life out of the conversation unless you're talking to a regular. Leave politics out of a conversation unless you're talking. Kind of let the customer lead the conversation. And I felt like yesterday I was just getting trauma dumped on, and that's the problem with stylists. If I'm not trauma dumping on you and there's no common ground and I'm just sitting there, an innocent victim that has to pay you at the end of this service and listen to, you know, how your baby daddy's not shit and how you hate men and how you're single this and how this, like, okay, I need a discount at this point because I'm paying you to get my hair done, but I'm listening to a whole bunch of shit I don't care to listen to. And that was my appointment yesterday. Stylists kind of have to know if we're paying for a service. It's not a service for you, baby. It's a service for me. So if my service is, if I'm putting headphones in, shut up. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm sitting here telling you or indicating that I don't want to talk about this or I don't want to have this type of a discussion, the best thing you can do is be quiet. So this is my hair the second day. You know, I have already messaged and told her, like, SOS. She's already let me know what should be done. But normally, I could post a video or picture too. Like, normally I look way different. Don't have to, like, you know, I don't have to bump my hair normally for like 2 weeks. Week and a half, 2 weeks. That's how bomb this style is, and that's how bomb Miss Dee Dee is at just fully doing it correctly. But I wanted to at least make a video to show people, like, just a literal product of lazy 2022 stylists, and people need to be called out on it because people like myself work hard to pay for stuff like this. My man works hard to make sure that I have stuff like this, you know, services like this. And when we take time out of our lives, because he was there too, just, you know, making sure I had a good day, and this is what we come out with, yeah, I don't give a fuck if it's a first world problem. I paid for a service and this is what I got. So now I gotta repay for a service somewhere else so that I can feel like, okay, cool. Or I have to spend my time going over someone's work whom I paid to do work. So that was my hellish experience. I'm probably gonna just pay to get it redone because I really don't feel like bumping it myself, which is the whole reason why you pay someone to do it. But yeah, she was lazy. That was my experience.